All right, hope you guys are really doing a wonderful job and having a very wonderful stay here onto the Rokani Media Football. Today, there are very many games that are going to have to be played. I'm done with the match reaction of Aston versus Tottenham Hotspur, ending 2-2. But there are some other two big teams that went ahead to take part into this beautiful game of football today. That is Liverpool, 3-1 winners over West Ham, and Chelsea yet to lose another game as they lost to Aston Villa by 1-0. The situation at Chelsea is obviously continuing to become disastrous, and the manager looks like he can't obviously help himself. Welcome to this channel, and this is the Rokani Media Football Reaction Show as we take you through Mudryk and Mudryk Caicedo failing to obviously get this team to where it deserves to be. When you look at that team of Liverpool, the team of Chelsea they put up on the field of play, they had a lineup that had Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez, 120 million euros. Caicedo, 130 million euros. Mudryk, 100 million euros. Three players on the field of play costed 300 million euros plus, almost hinting 400 million euros, but they couldn't beat that Aston Villa side. Chelsea looks like they are really onto a very bad spell, and it looks like it's not going on well on the side of Pochettino. Do you know why? Pochettino, having had the game on his grip and he had not gone ahead to score, he found himself in a situation of getting a red card, and Malo Gusto, the right back, was red carded, obviously going in too low onto the boat. Was it of Diaby, if at all I'm not mistaken? And then he was obviously taken off, and after 10 minutes when he was taken off, guess who runs into the right space and obviously places the ball to find Oli Watkins? It was Moussa Diaby, and Oli Watkins went ahead to obviously put that ball into the back of the net and made it 1-0 for Aston Villa at the Bridge. And it shows you that the Bridge is obviously the easiest side to go on and really get a win, because even Nottingham Forest went there and registered a win. They beat them badly and nothing really happened to the side of Chelsea. Chelsea is really humiliating. They are deteriorating, and the annihilation that they are going through and the shame is really one of those things that you wouldn't obviously like your manager to go through. But Pochettino is going to hate to say something about this loss of Chelsea after they went ahead to obviously lose by those number of goals. And he said the following, and let me flash it onto your screen, and obviously we'll read it together and then see what exactly, whether his job is safe or not. Pochettino, yes, of course, the owners are disappointed, but at the same time, they need to support the plan. We have the squad we have. We have the squad we have. Need try to build and confidence. Need to try to build the confidence and give them all of the support they need. That is Mauricio Pochettino. And I think for Chelsea to get where they deserve to be, they need to first play close to 10 games. I believe if the chemistry of Enzo Fernandez, Mudryk, and Mudryk Caicedo builds up in that midfield, they're obviously going to become a threat, because it's not that they're not having good players, but they're having lots of injuries, and they're really not yet to the level they want to be. And I think the hugest positive of all was Pochettino trying to obviously understand that he should shift to a back four, because he used to play with the back three, and all of these games I've seen him play with a back four. That is a very good innovation, because a back four will easily facilitate his team, and that the pivot of Mudryk Caicedo and Conor Gallagher will obviously help him. And I've always gone ahead to call them to buy in a central attacking midfield, and I think it's one of the problems that are really facing at the club of Chelsea, because as it stands, when you look at how James Maddison is performing at Tottenham Hotspur, he's obviously creating sparks and obviously creating chances. But at Chelsea, they don't have a central attacking midfield at one extent that they've gone ahead to obviously offer that role to Enzo Fernandez. Yet Enzo Fernandez would have been a better player in the double pivot as they play together with Mudryk Caicedo. Mudryk Caicedo plays as a sitting CDM, and obviously Enzo Fernandez plays the box-to-box role, because he is always better when he's coming from the far positions of the midfield. That is Enzo Fernandez for you. But the entire team of Chelsea is really not up to the standards of obviously winning, and they don't kill off the chances they really create. And the moment they start killing off the chances they create, then they might be one of those huge teams. And I think in January they might join the queue to sign Ivan Toney because they need a striker. What is really affecting them is they're lacking a striker, and when they get in that striker, everything will be balanced very well to put the ball at the back of the net, because every department has been sorted at Chelsea. They brought in Lavia, who would obviously play the double pivot with Mudryk Caicedo, and Lavia got an injury. He's out for some months. Nkunku is another one who is really injured and is out for some months. So Chelsea is really in deep trouble, and let me show you exactly how the stats were on the day and how everything really went down at the Stamford Bridge that saw Chelsea really lose its other game, and the table is looking so ugly on their side. Let's see how they really featured on the evening. Chelsea had 10 shots, Aston Villa had 15. 4 shots on target by Chelsea, 7 shots on target by Aston Villa. 54% ball possession by Chelsea, 46% ball possession by Villa. 439 passes completed by Chelsea, 375 passes completed by Aston Villa. 85% passing accuracy by Chelsea, 84% passing accuracy by Villa. 9 fouls completed by Chelsea, 11 fouls completed by Aston Villa. Then, or committed, not completed, omitted. 2 yellow cards to Chelsea, 3 yellow cards to Aston Villa, 1 red card to Chelsea. It went to Molo Gusto, and that shows you that it's a very huge blow, because even the right back that is supposed to be there, that's supposed to be playing there, Reece James, is not yet back, meaning that maybe Chalobah might get a chance to play. 0 red cards to Aston Villa, 10 offsides by Chelsea, 1 offside by Aston Villa, 5 corners by Chelsea, and 10 and 11 corners for Aston Villa. And that's how they went ahead to obviously got beaten, all humbled by Aston Villa at the Stamford Bridge. But the other side was all good news for the team of Liverpool, as Mohamed Salah scored a penalty in the 16th minute. That is it. Then Gerard Bowen leveled the game before the end of the halftime in the 42nd minute. Darwin Núñez gave Liverpool the lead in the 60th minute, and Darwin Núñez this season is on fire and is scoring all goals. Diogo Jota in the 85th minute went in through to score that goal and obviously gave Liverpool that comfortable lead. And the huge positive was Virgil van Dijk was back in action for the team of Liverpool and really played very well. Now, when you look at Liverpool, they are just 2 points behind Man City, and they are obviously going ahead to win games consecutively on the night. It shows you exactly what it is going ahead to obviously uplift them to the levels of performing to that level. So let's wait and see how that pans out, but I can confirm to you that this is all about one thing, and it's all about the levels that have been set by Jurgen Klopp. He's a student of his own mistakes. He has brought in Soboslai, he has brought in Endo, he brought in Gravenberch, he brought in which other guy? He brought in McAllister, he brought in Liverpool signed like 4 or 5 players, not so? And they've gone ahead to do the needful. When you look at the midfield today, it had Soboslai, McAllister, and Jones. And this is the bit of getting in McAllister, and that's why they got in a very good talent, because McAllister is now playing as a CDM at Liverpool, though they have Endo into the mix. And they also went ahead to win a game of Lask away, and they beat that team by how many goals? By 3 goals to 1. Mohamed Salah came on it and obviously scored. He also gone ahead and obviously scored today. It shows you how this team is obviously on fire. Darwin Núñez in the midweek scored as they really beat Lask in the UEFA Europa League and Mohamed Salah. So it shows you that these two are really onto a certain form altogether that has gone ahead to let them know and put them to where they deserve to be. And Liverpool have gone ahead to put in some good stats on the night, and these stats are as follows. Liverpool had 22 shots. West Ham had 11. 7 shots on target by Liverpool. West Ham had 4. 65% ball possession by Liverpool, and West Ham had 35% ball possession. 633 passes completed by Liverpool, and West Ham completed 346. 88% passing accuracy by Liverpool. West Ham had 78% passing accuracy. 12 fouls by Liverpool. 13 fouls by West Ham. 0 yellow cards to Liverpool. 2 yellow cards to West Ham. 0 red cards to both sides, 2 offsides to Liverpool and 1 offside to West Ham, 7 corners by Liverpool and 4 corners for West Ham. Then we go to the Premier League table and how it's standing right now. Man City on the top of the Premier League table. Maximum points gathered from the 6 games played, that is 18. Liverpool is having 16, they're unbeaten. Brighton is having 15 points. Tottenham is having 14 and Aston is having 14. Aston Villa is having 12. West Ham is having 10. Newcastle is having 9. Manchester United is having 9. Crystal Palace is having 8. That is the first half of the table, and that's how everything is obviously going into. Looks like Liverpool is going back to obviously tussle it out with City, and they really have all what it takes to tussle it out with City. So guys, your reactions to Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1 are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Liverpool winning its other game and obviously closing in on City, and Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez firing in all cylinders? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. The Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu fikum. I'm returning back with the player ratings of Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2.